Wow, wow, wow. Good evening, everyone. I'm Chris Crumpler, Executive Director of Impact Mentoring Academy. Every time I look at those videos, I just can't help but smile and be so grateful to work with such a great organization as Impact Mentoring Academy Bermuda. I'm excited because we have another great interview, but I just have to first say thank you to our parents. Thank you to our donors, and thank you for all of our partners. But I just really on my heart today, I want to give a shout out to some superheroes. And I know that a lot of us have our special superhero from childhood. We have a hero that we admire to be. And I have a hero that I think everybody should admire to be, and that's the staff at Impact Mentoring Academy. The teachers in particular have helped to galvanize this school year in a way that never has been galvanized before. Separate from running a first time ever gala event and also having the Impact Hotel, also having the country's own boot camp, also performing programs and services that no other school in the country offers. Excuse me, our staff have shown relentless dedication during this pandemic crisis. The teachers at Impact Mentoring Academy in particular have been operating on Zoom classes weekly, daily, at over 5 hours a day. Additional to that, they've been having team meetings and staff meetings weekly. And we just want to say thank you for your tireless sacrifice, for your dedication and your commitment to the transformation of the young men of that country, of our country, Bermuda. Thank you again. You are true superheroes, and we really, really appreciate you and can't thank you enough. So thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for your commitment. And thank you for your professionalism. We dedicate this interview to our teachers, of Impact Mentoring Academy. Job well done. Now, I'm excited because now I get to bring on alumni of Impact Mentoring Academy and another great young man of the soil who has a great story as well. And we're going to be sharing that with you tonight. So with no further ado, please welcome as we bring on Mr. Antonio Carvelho.
Hey, Crump. Afternoon,
Hey,
afternoon.
what's going on, family? How you doing?
Good, I'm good. Yourself?
I'm blessed, man. It's so good to see you, man.
See you too.
Yeah. So, hey, let's get right to it, Antonio. First of all, man, just tell us what you've been up to, man, this past year that you've been out of school.
Well, I graduated from Impact, and then it was kind of like a struggle period because I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
So I after that I went to England.
Okay.
England was like a change.
Yeah. In what way?
Pardon?
In what way was England like a change?
The weather, mainly the weather, because it was cold. Because usually when I go away, I go through England to the airport. I don't really get to like stay over there for like more period of months.
Okay.
So like first got there, I was like I went to it was huge. It was like America. Long drives. Took me 3 hours to get to my house where I was staying at.
Wow.
And I'm currently back home, about to attend Bermuda College. Because out there in England, they wasn't really giving me the education support that I needed. So I'm going back here, go Bermuda College and work, and then try and go university or something else after my 2 years here in Bermuda.
All right. Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. Just keep making adjustments and keep moving forward. That's what life is about. And we taught you that, yeah?
Yeah.
So how is you and your family doing during this pandemic, man? How are you guys managing during this current crisis that we're experiencing?
Struggles.
Yeah.
I get that, Mr. Carvelho.
Yeah.
It's like I never really knew how like the world was gonna like really go towards this because like in Bermuda, people are still disobeying the laws and everything, and they think they can get it. But like, I didn't really think like it would really affect the whole world. Like, the whole thing would affect the whole world.
Yeah.
Crazy because everyone just needs to like stick together, follow the rules, and just be appreciative of life. Because like at any moment you could just lose someone that you love from this. That's what I've been learning from this.
Okay. How is your brother doing?
He's doing well.
Yeah.
He's hanging in there. He's happy he's not going to school. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Well, let's get to it, man. It's good to see you. So when you first ever heard anything about Impact Mentoring Academy, what was your initial thoughts?
I thought it was like a jail. Mom told me it was an old boys' school.
Yeah. So why? Okay, I want to know this though, especially when we want to keep everything 100. Like, why was your thoughts like it was going to be a jail?
Because that's what I heard from other people.
Okay.
Just for troubled children.
Okay.
That's why I picture Impact as.
Yeah. And it's always interesting to me, no matter how many times we show the young men in the products, some of these narratives. And I always, as a director, I'm working hard to just show people that we have young men, period, and young men that all just need support. And you was no different. And I kind of want to get in a little bit because you had multiple struggles coming in, not just academically, but maturity, conflict resolution, entitlement spirit. So there was a lot of landmines. There was a lot of personal growth that you had to go through just in a couple of years of high school. Like you didn't have the benefit of kind of understanding the culture, accepting it through middle school. You was already more in a conventional style. You had already traveled. You've already kind of used to getting what you want. And now you come here and you got to clean the toilet when school is out. You know what I mean? So the humility factor that we purposely put in place to teach you a certain lesson and to value certain aspects of life and others. So what were some for you? What were some key takeaways that you had? Let's start with the experiences. What were some unique experiences that you had an impact that you remember that you're fond upon?
Boot camp. Well, it
Yeah,
was actually well my first year,
yeah,
and it's like adjustment. Cause like when I first heard of boot camp, I thought we're gonna put in the military, anything, and then it was like basically building character. Like what you said to me was like you're trying to figure out everybody to see how they would around each other, and it was like it was weird because it's just I've never done that before,
mm,
and like just going to an island and doing stuff like ropes course and sleeping in bunk beds with other guys and everything. It was just weird. It was
yeah,
different.
yeah. So, tell us about for you. How was the rites of passage experience for you?
We're allowed to say all that because I was told we weren't allowed to.
No, just in general, like for you and your experience, just for you. What did you take away from it?
It has gotten me to appreciate my stepdad
Mm,
more than I used to.
yeah,
Cause
yeah.
like since he gave me that David name, for anyone
Mm,
who know, David is my spiritual name. My Bible
mm,
into David was a leader
mm,
and frowned upon as a leader from Impact.
mm,
That since he gave that to me, I've realized that he actually looked at me as a leader, not from a school wise, from actually me being home.
mm.
That's like changed my perspective of everything, and
Yeah,
like passage was eye opener because like it taught me things before you do as a man, like money problems, women, how to like get over pornography, all that stuff that's addicting, and it's really made me realize how you can actually be as an adult, and like if you actually slip, if your values actually slip away, it makes you like what's the word? It's like makes you more weakened as a man.
mm.
Then them small things interrupt your value system. It's really helped me a lot.
I love it, man. So let's go back to a particular story. All right, when we was in Haiti together, right? Kind of share the experience that me and you had in particular in
Um,
Haiti.
See, me and Mr. Crumpler share the room, and every day I ask him, "What are we doing every day for myself?" And then I would be thinking, "Oh, when am I hungry? I'm hungry. I'm tired. I want to go sleep. I want to just relax." But then he made me realize. He just told me, "Tonyo, shut up. Stop worrying about yourself. Worry about others." And then one day after that, I went up to him, Mr. Crumpler, and I was about to say something about myself, and I stopped myself. And I
Mm,
realized that at that point that I was being selfish.
mm, yeah,
Realized that, and it made me realize that I am spoiled. That I was spoiled at the time. I was spoiled
mm,
in my life.
mm,
Ever since then, I really haven't been asking for things for myself. I've been thinking
mm,
for others ever since that,
mm.
and that's really changed me in Haiti.
Yeah, because what I was trying to do, and we coached about that night in circle time, was that you still have the power of choice, no matter what type of influences you had up until the point that you came to impact. You're still a young man who has a choice, and I was just trying to bring you to a true self awareness about how you were being and how you were showing up. Because in your mind, you're thinking one thing. I just wanted you to experience the reality of what you're giving to people. And for you to catch it and for you to make the adjustment, kudos to you, bro. Big time. Big time.
Thank
Now, what were some of the big things that Impact taught you just in life in general? Like what were some of like your key takeaways that you use in life today that you got because you went to Impact?
my honor system.
Mm,
If you say something, you better do it. Keep your promise.
mm,
It's better to be early than late. That's what
mm-hmm,
I learned a lot.
mm-hmm,
Um, what else? my value system is that I had key values next to miss assignments. I have a
Mm,
value system, which is my relationship with God,
mm,
then my craft, and then my hobby.
mm,
Friends that I put, because since I'm a sociable person, I
mm,
that was a real struggle for me because I would put other people's first. Then
mm.
last.
Yeah, yeah. You had a big people pleasing spirit, and you wouldn't check people at the compromise of your own personal integrity. And so we was challenging you as a leader, like don't do it to fit in so much to where you compromise your own personal integrity. And I saw the change really shift with the older boys your last year when you was really on focus on getting that leadership pin. And so you was all about doing things the right way, handling conflict resolution, honoring your value system and your honor code. And yeah, man, it was a great experience. So kind of tell us now, Antonio, where you are about what you really want to do going forward in life.
Um, right now,
Yeah, some of your goals and your aspirations just going forward from this point going forward, kind of where you see yourself.
right now I'm just taking piece by piece. Right now, just going
Mm,
slow, because I realized I used to jump too fast to stuff, and I would not
mm,
think about the consequences of it. So I'm just taking step by step. I see myself doing sports management or accountant, managing
mm,
a sports team, or working by home,
mm,
living next 10 years with my wife, my kids, in a
mm,
stable home, no stress, success, happy,
mm.
happy wife.
Yeah. What are some building blocks, Antonio, or commitments to your personal growth, to your personal brand that you're willing to honor to allow that to manifest?
Um, One thing is my last name. That's like the biggest one. Like right now, I have to like build something for my kids that so
Mm,
they can be part of my last name. Like
mm,
you, Mr. Combe, has taught me that
mm,
be part of your last name, so they don't make no mistakes of your last name, so they don't dishonor it.
mm.
Um, Keep my values in check. If I keep my goals, my value, my list in check, I should be fine.
Yeah, yeah. What are some things that you would like to, if you had a chance, like now, to kind of speak to the general public online? We're going to post this video, this interview on YouTube as well, and so we're going to save it in our archives for people to search. If you had to tell somebody about Impact Mentoring Academy, like from your own experience, from your own perspective, what would you tell them?
Impact is great for young boys to do because without impact, they don't really do this at any other school, and like
Mm,
they actually teach you about your life, about not just academics. They just teach you about what needs to be taught in the world, about
mm,
it, honor and commitments, integrity, respect. Like that's all the first things you need before academics. That's what every
mm,
man needs, so he can
mm.
be a better version for the world. That's what I think about impact.
Yeah, man, I love it. I love it. So I want to give you one last takeaway. Benediction or affirmation? Which one you want to say?
Hold up, try to remember affirmation.
All right, go ahead.
We are men of honor. We are men of vision. We are men of integrity. We are men of courage. Excellence is our goal. Success is our companion. Mirror is our domain. The world is our oyster. And a contribution to it something be made. I am here for a purpose. My life has deep significance. I arrive and schedule for my assignments. The world is a better place. My presence in it. God is my help. I am my impact.
Hey, man, love it, bro. Love it. So, man, let's have a quick little coaching session, how we would do if it was me and you. Obviously, we're not going to get into too much depth because we're on live right now. But how are you holding yourself accountable? All right. What accountability measures are you putting in place for you to value your name the way that you said that you want to value your name and you want your kids to value your name? What are you doing to keep yourself accountable to that?
My girlfriend. That's like the biggest. She's actually kept me in check a lot of times.
Mm,
Times I've broken my integrity to like my name in the future. She has actually kept me in check. I
Mm,
actually thank her for making me am here today, like right now.
mm,
That's like the biggest. Without her, I don't think I'll be like I'll be in like shambles. That's about it.
mm. Yeah, I love Antonio. Like, I love your response to you're taking it one day at a time, because remember, that's the only thing that's alive is the actual day. You know, tomorrow is not a promise, and yesterday is gone. So the
Yeah,
only thing that's alive is this moment, and to put a lot of energy, a lot of focus, and a lot of concentration in the day, and also play the long game. I think both of those perspectives are very healthy perspectives for you as a young man, because you're 19 now.
yeah, about to go 20.
Okay, okay. So how are you keeping yourself accountability wise spiritually?
Um, I've actually slacked off a lot,
Okay.
and I think it's because out there I wasn't really like I was really
Up,
like watching.
up, no, no. Don't go that route. Don't go that route. We'll start over. Say it again. You've been
I've slacked
slacking off. Why?
because I haven't checked myself
So what are
yet.
you going to do about it?
Revisit my goals, revisit my list, and then see what I'm doing wrong and
Then,
restart.
okay, after you do that, what are you going to do once you revisit?
Start praying and going back to church.
You don't have to go to a building to develop your spiritual man,
Do it here.
right? Right. So I want you to really look at how do you hold yourself accountable to keep that a value. Because remember, as you go and navigate these landmines of life, there are going to be times where even your girlfriend can't help you, your mother can't help you, your brother can't even help you. And you're going to have to stand on a value system that you believe that's beyond you and beyond another man, that's bigger than you and that's bigger than another man. And if you don't make that a value, you're going to run to your feelings. You're going
Yeah,
to run to your trauma. You're going to run to the things that's safe. Just because something is safe doesn't mean that it's right. And you don't want to focus on trying to be pleasing when you can be have opportunity to be operating in your purpose. And so, as a brother who loves and cares for you, you make it an intentional moment. When are you going to do this? When are you going to work on this?
after this.
Or is it exactly?
Yeah,
So don't, if it's a value system and if it's a priority, you don't say, yeah, tomorrow. No, right now, because it's that important. You know what I mean? And your life is that important. So I just want to also just pour into you for a moment, man, to let you understand that you're powerful, you're a leader, you're a great human being. You're great with people, you're great with kids, you're passionate, you're determined, you have a powerful family, you have a great stepfather relationship, and you have a lot of building blocks to build on, brother. So you should be really assured in that. And so when anxiety comes, because that's part of life, you stand on your truths, you
yeah,
stand on your values, and you don't let nothing and no one waver you from that.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So I just kind of want to just quickly just have a little powwow, just so that the public can kind of see what this experience really is like behind closed doors. I love to share your testimony, because tell us, when you came to Impact, how many classes did you pass in high school
Before I came to Impact, or
before you came to Impact?
one that was PE.
Yeah, one class, PE. And did you graduate on time?
No,
Yeah. So you had to put in the extra work,
but
right?
in I was 2 years behind
Hmm.
my last year of Impact.
Yeah. But you caught up in a year though,
Yeah,
right? And so what I love about your story, Antonio, is that it's not squeaky clean. And what I love about all of you guys' story that we brought on here so far is that I don't want people to think like, you came to us because you got in a fight, or you came to us because you got into the streets, or you came to us because you got into it with your mom. Like, you were just struggling in school. You know what I mean? And you were struggling with how powerful you are. You know what I mean? How capable you are, but that you had to own it, and you had to operate in the spirit of extreme ownership. And it took you some time because you was able to self-deflect a lot because of the lifestyle you was able to manipulate.
Yeah.
But once we kind of called you to attention and called you out to make you self-aware and then hold you accountable to the choices that you make about your life, man, you took off. You took off and you're still doing it. And so whenever you start to kind of feel like you're kind of floating a little bit or going to the left or going to the right, center yourself in your value system, center yourself in your honor and your code, in your rites of passage to your children, to your future wife, to your family, and just understand that you're doing this for a bigger why. You know what
Yes,
I
sir.
mean? Yeah.
Yes.
All right, man. Hey, listen, I love you. I appreciate you. Close us up with some final words that you have that you want to leave uh, impact with, students with, the general public with. Some final words that you would like to leave us with.
I thank Mr. Crumpler for everything he's done for me. I thank Mr. Gilbert
Big
for
shout out.
that he's put me through. He has worked off. Thank all the staff, Mr. Pitcher, Miss Hendrickson,
Mhm.
the whole dip. Thank everybody, cause like some Mr. Simons especially, like maybe I
Mhm.
didn't like some teachers, but like cause they actually teach. The reason why I didn't like them is because they're being real with me, and sometimes I was just in my,
Mhm.
but like they love me. They loved all of us, and obviously
Mhm.
to help us succeed. So all these students out there now, I beg, please just make life easier for these staff members. They're just trying to help you.
But I think Antonio, that's a great point you made, man. I don't want to overlook that. We purposely are rattling cage, and thank you for saying to the students, "Hey, man, don't take it out on the teachers because they're trying to help you." But Antonio, you're saying that now because your mental maturity, right, and your personal fortitude has got you to a place, right, and your comprehension level has gotten you to a place where you realize that at 19, but it was no talking to you at 15. You know
No,
what
it
I
wasn't.
mean? But we realized that. So I always knew, just like that, I knew this 19-year-old Antonio was coming. I knew the 25-year-old Antonio, the 30-year-old, like you're going to grow from strength to strength. That's
Yeah,
why we don't overreact to what you do at 15 because you're 15.
yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? And it's just about also training the parents and training the other family members. Like we're going to rattle the cage because we want to find the gem that's underneath all of this masquerade that's going on, all of this pomp and circumstance, all this posturing. You know what I mean? So our staff is built a certain way for a reason, and it's for you to unlock your potential and release your destiny.
yeah.
And so I thank you so much, man, for who you are, for what you're doing, and I want to encourage you to keep it up. All right, close us out with our benediction. Then I'm just going to have some closing remarks. And thank you again, man.
I forgot the benediction, Mr. Coupler.
Whoever we are,
Oh, wherever you are, be noble. Whatever you do well. To wherever you speak, be kind. Rejoice to wherever you dwell.
Mr. Carvello, man, always a pleasure, and I keep in touch. Yeah.
See you later, Mr. Coupler.
All right, man. Blessings to you. So, another great interview, another great testimony from another powerful young man, Mr. Carvello. But I just want to take the time to let you guys know that Impact Mentoring Academy is a registered charity in Bermuda, and we are pushing really hard to be best in class, to be top choice school, and we're doing it with the lowest tuition in the country. We're doing it with our staff getting below market rate for public, below market rate for private in every single position. Why? Because we love the kids so much and we're trying really hard, but we're going to need your help. I know the pandemic crisis is hitting everyone, and we're not a person that or organization that's not midst of that as well. But a lot of the resources, a lot of the relief funds does not cater to us at all. So if you're in a position or at an organization or at a business that you know that you want to see an all boys institution that's focused on personal growth and development, character, resistance, fortitude, maturity, and transformation of the mind, body, and soul to be the man they need to be for the community of Bermuda, I challenge you, I charge you, do something because we're committed. I'm not going nowhere. Whether I'm in Timbuktu, China, it doesn't matter. I'm always going to serve to support Impact Mentoring Academy because I believe in it that much. I love these boys and I love the staff. I love our board chair, Mr. Cal White. I love all of our board members. I love every parent that's invested into this organization because we're talking about personal growth and development of men and catching them when they're boys. And we're committed to the process. This is not some weekend event or some 5K race or some summer camp program. This is an institutional transformation where we're going to put 40 plus hours. We're going to spend more time with them than they spend with you. And we're going to focus on transformation of their heart, of their mind, and of their spirit. So I ask you to continue to think about Impact Mentoring Academy and how you can be a supporter, how you can make sure that we get the resources that we need, that we get the support system that we need. We're currently going through the Bermuda National Standards Committee. We're in the final phase of submission. A small little school of 22 students. We're trying to work at international best practice. And we're also working with the commission. We're working on any organization that we can continue to strive to be greater, but we're doing it with less. All right. So we just challenge you today. If you want to see an institution like this thrive to the best of its possible ability, donate. Email us, go online at impactbda.com or follow us on social media and get in contact with Ms. Chelsea Jacobs, our school administrator and executive assistant. We really appreciate you guys taking the time tonight. I want to give another special shout out to real superheroes, our teachers all over the world, and especially in Bermuda, for the sacrifice and commitment you have made for our young people, but in particularly the teachers at Impact Mentoring Academy. You are amazing. You are a superstar and you are a superhero. Thank you for tonight. We really appreciate it and we'll see you soon. God bless.